Hello. So today we will finish the October month current affairs in two parts, part one and part two. So this will be part one. E-office is in news. Why is this news? Because the Southeastern Division of Bangalore Police has adopted the e-office. So this has become the first in the city and the state to completely make the process paperless. So this e-office is under the national e-governance plan. Some key components of this e-governance plan that we must remember is work from anywhere portal. Means in work from anywhere portal, various kinds of work like meeting and all they can be held online only na. So this mainly enhances the uh, time will be reduced, means they have to travel to head office and all to do the meeting, so this can be reduced under the e-office program also. And then we have Sparrow, that is smart performance appraisal report recording online window. Means this is a 360-degree appraisal, means where the juniors will and seniors both will give the review of the person, and then it will be also be taken further. Then we have PM Kusum. So Bescom and Cradle had floated a tender for the agriculture feeders under PM Kusum Yojana. So this scheme actually was launched in the year March 2019. Some basic things about this PM Kusum scheme is Pradhan Mantri Kisan Urja Suraksha Evam Uttam Maha Abhiyan. So this is under Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. So what is its main purpose? Its main purpose is solarization of the electric pumps, generally of agriculture. So it allows farmers to have 10 gigawatt of solar projects to be implemented in their fields. So basically they can sell the electricity that is in excess generation also. So how is the funding done? So 60% of the money is given as subsidy by the central government, and 30% will be given by the banks as loan, and the rest 10% has to be adjusted by the farmer itself. So it has basically three components: A, B, and C. A is for ground mounted solar plants, B is for standalone solar plants, and C is for grid connection agriculture plants. So now what Karnataka is it floating the tender? It is for the component C. Then we have states drought hit districts are in news. So a 10-member committee actually of the central government had visited the state to see how many districts have been hit by the flood. In Karnataka, around 195 districts have been hit by the drought. Sorry, not flood, drought. 195 districts have been hit by the drought, mainly because of the deficient rainfall of the southwest monsoon. That is the monsoon that come after the summer. So what are the conditions that will be needed to declare a state as a drought hit? There has to be 3 consecutive weeks with a dry spell, and the crop coverage should be less than 75%, and 50% should be the reported crop loss. So states can generally use the three parameters of the four indicators to prove that there is drought in their state. These are agriculture, vegetation indices, and soil moisture and hydrology. Among these four, they can choose any three to show that they are drought hit. Then we have 5-in-1 vaccines. So these vaccines are generally related to stray dogs. So Karnataka has become the first state in the country to give this pentavalent vaccines to the stray dogs to prevent against 5 diseases. For example, canine distemper virus. So this canine distemper virus is also in the context of national level, because this virus, canine distemper virus, was seen in Gujarat also, in Gir Asiatic lions sanctuary is there now, there it was seen, where many lions had died. So that was the cause of canine distemperance, and there also they were mainly spread by the dogs. Then we have Bapuji Seva Kendra. Additional 44 services have been added in the Bapuji Seva Kendra. So when was the Bapuji Seva Kendra launched? It was actually launched in the year 2016 by Government of Karnataka under the RDPR department. And then in the year 2020, Bapuji Seva Kendra 2.0 was launched. So what is the difference between these are the Bapuji Seva Kendra 1 and 2? Basically in Bapuji Seva Kendra 1 there used to be community service centers where the people used to go and get their services accessed, like getting Aadhaar card, getting bank account and all. But now Bapuji Seva Kendra 2, they had made the entire community service center as online. It means we individually ourselves can only log in and we can get the services we want. So to this only now 44 services have been added. So main important thing here is we have to remember the ministry of this, that is RDPR. Then we have Pallaki. Government has Karnataka government has launched this bus that it is a non-sleeper, no, non-AC sleeper bus, and it is named as Pallaki. Here, what is important here is its tagline. Pallaki stands for happiness is traveling. So this is its tagline. And we have to know what state education policy is also in news because Karnataka government has set up a committee to formulate the state education policy. So like who is heading this? This is headed by Professor Sukhdev Thorat. So Karnataka has rejected the national education policy of 2021 in same as as Kerala and Tamil Nadu has rejected. This cannot be considered as a violation of the constitution and impose president rule because education is a part of concurrent list. So states have much more say in that and they can reject the central guidelines also in this case. Then we have eco-sensitive zones. So Karnataka cabinet has given in principle not to declare eco-sensitive zones in 6 forest areas. So which are the 6 forest areas? They are Kappatagudda, Bukapatana, Kamasandra, Nagarhole, Kaveri Wildlife Sanctuary and Dandeli Wildlife Sanctuary. So where is Kappatagudda? It is in Gadag and Bukapatna is in Tumkur, Kamasandra Bangalore, Nagarhole is in Kodagu, Kaveri Wildlife Sanctuary is shared between three districts, that is CMR. I think it is Kaveri Wildlife Sanctuary is shared between three districts actually, that is Chamrajnagar, then Mysore, then Ramnagar. Then we have Dandeli Wildlife Sanctuary. It is in Uttar Kannada. So, under which rules are these eco-sensitive zones made? They are made under the Environment Protection Act of 1986. So, a committee consisting of wildlife warden, an ecologist, and an official from the local government are going to determine the extent of the eco-sensitive zone. Then we have fifth Karnataka Finance Commission has been constituted. So who are the members? The members are MPC Narayan Swamy, Muhammad Sanawullah, and RS Fonde. So the code to remember these three guys is Narayan Narayanga Muhammad phone Madida. So Narayan Swamy, MD means Muhammad, phone means Fonde. Narayanga Muhammad phone Madida. So remember something like that. So it has to be submit its report by end of February 2024. Some basic things about State Finance Commission. So it is the State Finance Commission is mainly a result of the 73rd and the 74th constitutional amendment, and the articles that are dealing with this are Article 243I and 243Y. So 243I basically deals with constitution of this State Finance Commission, and 243I deals with the city councils or municipalities under the purview of the State Finance Commission. Then we have AI based lung cancer screening. So State Health Department wants to use artificial intelligence in around 19 district hospitals to mainly deal or diagnose the cancer and its cancer screening of lungs. So who is partnering or helping the state government? It is AstraZeneca. They and the AI is helping them, and it is in all around 19 district hospitals. And first, it will be deployed in KC General Hospital, Bangalore. Then we have cafe for insects. So this is an insect cafe that has been launched in Lalbagh Botanical Garden in Bangalore. So who has done this? This has been done by Vibin India Foundation under its CSR activities. In CSR there is a component now you can do some good things for environment also. So in that aspect they have built this insect cafe in Lalbagh, that is in Bangalore. So then we have Swavалambane scheme. So what is the Swavалambane scheme? From the name only we can No, na. Swavalambani means self-dependent. Self-dependent, that is entrepreneurship. So they are promoting here entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship among whom? Entrepreneurship among the rural women entrepreneurs. So IIM and Government of Karnataka are empowering the rural women entrepreneurship. So around 150 women entrepreneurship will be brought under one roof, and they will be trained on how to get financial support, how to get the networking in these and all. So they will be trained, and it will enhance the self-employability, and it will increase their income. So this is a part of the National Rural Livelihood Mission, which itself is under part of the National Rural Economic Transformation Project, which is funded by World Bank. So indirectly, this is also funded by World Bank. Then we have archaeological sites are in news. So Karnataka department had recommended around 181 monuments across the state as protected. So here what is important is the scheme, which is the Karnataka Digital Heritage Program. So this is a program where they are going to 3D scan the monuments, and then they are going to store them in digital format, and will be done in all 31 district. So who is doing this? This has been done by Karnataka State Council for Science and Technology using 3D lasers. And at the there are currently in the state there are around 848 monuments that have been declared as archaeological museums, and maximum of them, that is 365, are in Belgaum. But this is of the state level. But if we consider of the Archaeological Survey of India, there are around 609 monuments. Then we have Meadows Taylor. So Philip Meadow Taylor, Uh, he is an administrator during the British India rule. So this is in news because his building is in the need of protection. So where is this building? This building is in Surpur. So what is the importance of this building? This building has the importance because here the doors of all the doors of this house are somewhat interconnected. If we move one door, the other doors begin to shake. So because of this, they want to conserve this one. So some basic things about the Meadows Taylor. So he was the administrator of the Surpur and was appointed by the Nizam of Hyderabad. He is well known also because of the number of tanks he built in the Surpur region. He also encouraged the cultivation of the cotton in this region. As a result, the region had become the second largest, that is Raichur had become the second largest cotton market in the country. And he had also constructed many schools that helped the people in the education when the droughts were hit. So because of his contribution, he was regarded as the Mahadev Baba by the local people. Then we have Maharshi Valmiki Award. So is this a central or state award? This is actually the award of Karnataka government. This was a brainchild of B.S. Yediyurappa, the former chief minister of Karnataka. So he in the year 2016-17 had launched this award generally for the literature, organization, and social service purposes. Now the awards have been given on the Valmiki Jayanti. So around 8% have got the award. If you want to read, you can read those 8 awards. But I feel three awards are important in this. First is for the Chief Justice of Karnataka High Court, that is N.Y. Hanumantappa, has got for award for judiciary. Sukanya Maruti has got for literature, and Sujatamma has got for theatre. Then we have Hawk system. This expands to hostile activity watch kernel. So this is a collaboration between the Karnataka Forest Department and the Wildlife Trust of India. This mainly aims to curb the wildlife crime. Basically this is a wildlife crime management software that has been supported by a Japan-based company called as Entity Data. So this was earlier tried and tested in Kerala, that is in the Periyar's Tiger Reserve in 2019, and now Karnataka government has implemented it. So who is doing this? Forest Department of Karnataka and Wildlife Trust of India. Then we have Pedal Shale. So from the name only, it is very much clear. Pedal means cycle pedal. Shale means school. So they are teaching how to ride bicycles. Yes, actually, Directorate of Urban Land Transport and Karnataka Bicycle Dealer Association have launched a free all bicycle training program called as Pedal Share in Kabban Park in 2023. So why they are teaching? Because Bangalore is well known for its traffic. So generally people are not that well acquainted to travel on bicycle because of the erratic nature of the and because of the erratic nature of the traffic in the city. So they are going to teach how to navigate the city using the bicycle. Then we have Dasara Tablex Awards 2023. So the Dasara Tablex subcommittee had announced the prizes for the Tablex during the Vijayadashmi, which was held in Mysore. So for the dance team, Gumte dance from Udupi has got the award. And with respect to Tablex, we have three important tablets. They are Chamarajnagar district, Chikmagalur district, and Dharwad district. They have also got the award. District has got because of the statue of the Lord Male Mahadeshwara and the rich forest. Then Chikmagaluru district. Chikmagaluru is known for coffee, so they'll be getting for that only better than the Battalige. That is from hill to the cup. Then we have for Dharwad district. Dharwad district has got for basically for two things. One is a popular sweet that is Dharwad Peda, and another one is for the Dharwad Buffalo that is the with the theme of Dharwad Yamme Namma Hemme. And the five guarantee schemes were also on display by the Public Relation Department. So they have also got the award, and the Women and Child Department had also the replica of a Gruhalakshmi Yojana, that is of that 2000 rupee scheme. Then we have e-cabinet. So Tripura has adopted the e-cabinet system. That is what is the capital of Tripura? It is Agartala. So this e-cabinet system has been developed by the Ministry of Electronics, that is NIC, and it was launched in the year 2020 and was also called as e-Mantri Mandal. So Tripura is the second state among the northeastern state and the fourth overall state after Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and Arunachal Pradesh. So Karnataka is yet to adopt this e-cabinet system. Then we have Prime Minister has announced the setting up of a tribal university in Telangana. It will be named after the some tribal goddess Sammaka and Saralakka. So they are basically gods of the Koya tribe. Sammaka and Saralamma are basically the mother and daughter duo who mainly fought against the injustice rule of Kakatiya kingdoms. So the Medaram Jatra is also celebrated to celebrate them, and now tribal university will also be named after them in Telangana. One nation, one ID. So, Union Education Minister had notified all the states to begin the process of the APAR ID, that is Automated Permanent Academic Account Register, that is APAR. So, this is a concept of one nation, one student ID across the nation. This will be stored in the EduLocker. Here, this ID will have all the data of the student, like achievements, academic journeys, and the transfers of school in which he has moved. So, based on this, the student's entire study cycle can be tracked in just one ID, and it is also linked with the Aadhaar card. Then we have Mera Yuva Bharat. So cabinet approves setting up of this autonomous body called as My Young India or Mera Yuva Bharat. So it is an autonomous body which acts as an enabling body, especially for the youth-driven development. So they consider the youth or the people who are from the age of 15 to 29, and then youth they want you to use youth as the youth setu between the government and the citizens. So it has to still get further into the final stage, so the much details is not available on this Mera Yuva Bharat. Just know it is something to do with the youth. Then we have regional rapid transit system. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi had flagged off the country's first regional rapid rail transport system, that from Sahibad to Dhuya in Uttar Pradesh. So to remember it better, remember it from Sahi to Dhuhi. So it is India's first mass rapid train system, which is a part of Delhi Ghaziabad Meerut RRTS system. So this is based on the similar lines of the RRTS, which is in Paris, which connects Paris, Germany, and Austria. So this is not only the collaboration of the government of Delhi and Uttar Pradesh, but it is a part of the big national capital region transport corporation that is also called as Namo Bharat. So it's a joint venture of the governments of Delhi, Haryana, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and it and Ministry of Urban Affairs is also involved in this. So this wants to ensure the balance and sustainable urban development through better connectivity, because people from the nearing state, all these states generally migrate to Delhi because of the jobs and all. So what they want to do is they want to create a high speed train so that all the people will stay in their place or their state only, but yet they can travel in and out of Delhi on a regular basis. Then we have food safety standards of India has brought a QR codes. So these QR codes have been generally for the visually challenged people or the visually uh, in impaired individuals. So basic things about QR code, it is a two-dimensional matrix, but the barcode which we see on some food items, they are one-dimensional. Next, we move to Cryo for Good. So this is by Union Ministry of Education and Skill Development Entrepreneurship, and ICC and BCCI is doing this, and along with UNICEF is doing this initiative Cryo for Good. So observe this CRIIO for good. In this triple I, you can remember it like these three look like stumps, na? So this is related to cricket only. So what they are doing is they are creating a series of cricket-based animation films, mainly to empower the girl child. So basically, they want to promote cricket for women. Then we have Sankalpa Sapta. So Prime Minister has launched a week-long Sankalpa Sapta at Bharat Mantapam for aspirational blocks. So what is this basically? So basically in 2023 aspirational block districts were announced. So these aspirational blocks has the anchoring role of means they are anchored by Niti Aayog. Means they are basically not so developed districts that have because of the e-governance and all, and they will be developed now by recognizing a specific scheme for them. Means all they will be recognized under the aspirational blocks, and all the schemes will be implemented in them with much more care and all. So around 500 aspirational blocks have been identified based on the parameters of health and nutrition, education, agriculture and water resources, financial inclusion and skill development, and basic infrastructure. So these are the aspirational block. They have created this 500 aspirational block. So what are things that is needed to these aspirational blocks? They just group together and they discussed discuss among themselves in certain activities which are called as Chintan Shiviras. So these they held the Chintan Shiviras throughout the year, and after they have arrived at a set of things that has to be done, then all those heads of the Chintan Shiviras will come and then they will form the Sankalpa Sapta. So this is like a culmination of the Chintana Shivaraj. So that is basically Sankalp Sapta, which was launched by the Prime Minister Modi. Then we have Rani Durgavati is in news. Prime Minister had performed the Bhumi Puja of the Veeranangana Rani Durgavati Samarka or Udyana. So this is to celebrate the 500th birth anniversary of the Rani Durgavati. She was actually the queen of the Madhya Pradesh who had defended the Gondwana land against the Mughal emperor, and she was contemporary also to Emperor Akbar. So for her contribution, she is remembered. She has a university named in her name, that is Rani Durgavati Vishwavidyalaya in Jabalpur, and the Indian Navy, no sorry, Indian Coast Guard has also a I think a patrol vessel is there in her name, that is ICGS Rani Durgavati, and her martyrdom is also celebrated as a Balidan Divas. Then we have new pangolin species are in news. So Chinese researcher has discovered a new pangolin species. So the news is not important, but we have to know that there are two types of pangolins in India. One is the Indian pangolin, and another one is the Chinese pangolin. Indian pangolin, as we take care of animals a lot, so it is categorized as endangered. And Chinese, who do not care that much, they eat them, so it will be critically endangered only. So they are also called as anteaters, and they have scales on their body. Then we have Buddhist. Lima kumi. So what is this? This is a new kind of fish that has been recently discovered in Nagaland. This is important because this fish can change the color of its body, same to chameleon. Then we have coral reef breakthrough out. So the International Coral Reef Initiative has launched this one along with the Global Fund for Coral Reefs and a high-level climate championship committee. So what they do, they just help the coral regenerate and not to bleach them much more. So who is the partners we have to know here in this news? What is important? They are the International Coral Reef Initiative is launched by for Global Fund for Coral Reefs and the high level climate championship. So and it also has the support of the government of Sweden and the Principality of Monaco. Asiatic wild dog. Just only remember its IUCN status. It is endangered and it has a conservation sanctuary. The first Dole Conservation Sanctuary is in Indira Gandhi Zoological Park in Vishakhapatnam and it is distributed throughout the India. Things they have to remember is endangered. First Dole Conservation is in Indira Gandhi Zoological Park of Vishakhapatnam. Then we have Zealandia, Z- Zealandia, or we can say much more precisely, Zealandia. So this is a new continent that has been discovered. So this is in the Gondwana land, means currently it is in Antarctica and it is covered under water. Then we have habitat rights. So Baiga tribe is the second tribe that has got the habitat rights in Chhattisgarh. So what are the other tribes that have got the tribal rights before this? I think it is Bahira tribe of Madhya Pradesh and was the first one to get followed by the Kamra tribe and now Baiga tribe has got this one. So what are these habitat rights? Basically it includes the customary rights for the land in which they stayed in traditionally. So basically it is given for them to get protection against the development activities, especially the mining. In Chhattisgarh, this is the first tribe to get that status. Then we have dancing frog. Generally, frogs are much seen in the Western Ghats only. So they will ask that only where was it found. So just stick to the Western Ghats and all. Whatever type of frog it may be, it is mostly in the Western Ghats. Then we have Ganga River dolphin. So Uttar Pradesh government has declared the dolphin as the Gangetic dolphin as a state aquatic animal. So this is important because state of Assam has also declared this Gangetic dolphin as its state animal and the national aquatic animal of India is also Gangetic dolphin. So it becomes a little bit important. It is generally found in the belt of the Ganga and Yamuna river in Chambal, Gero and Rapti and all. So now they have launched a Meri Ganga Meri dolphin campaign to mainly count the number of dolphin as it is now an important species. So they are want to go to quantify how much number of Gangetic dolphins are there. They are some basic things about this Gangetic dolphin is they can live only in fresh water and they cannot breathe in the water, so they have to come up periodically and then breathe. So when they come up and breathe, some kind of noise is heard from their gills, we can call. So that's why they are also called as susus, means the susu sound will come when they come up for the breathing time. And females are generally tend to be larger than males, and if they are there in the water means it indicates a healthy ecosystem because they do not go in the mushy type of water and all. So and their IUCN status is also important, that is endangered. And the protected area for this one is Vikramashila Gangetic Dolphin Sanctuary, which is established at Bihar. Then we have Green Credit Program. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change have introduced Green Credit Program and also EcoMark. So what is this Green Credit Program? This is basically creation of a market-based instrument to incentivize the individual industries, local bodies to earn green credit and trade them in the dedicated exchanges. So here the important thing is life. initiative. So life basically is lifestyle for environment campaign. So they mainly ask us to do the environmental deeds and all in this one. Then other important thing here is Ecomark. So Ecomark, this is a scheme to promote the eco-friendly products, and who gives them? This is very important. This is given by CPCB, that is Central Pollution Control Board and Bureau of Indian Standards. In the exam, they will give it as the QCI, that is Quality Control of India. No, but here it is Bureau of Indian Standards and CPCB. Then we have star rating system for the solar PV modules. India has launched the star rating system for solar PV modules, and this is by BEEE, that is Bureau of Energy Efficiency. So star rating, we know it is something related to efficiency and all, because we have seen this on our fridge and all. So this is given by BEEE. And like, just to know the rating, the minimum rating is 1 and the maximum is 5. If the solar panel is more than 22% efficient, it will be 5-star rated. If it is less than 17%, it will be 1-star rated. Then Little Ice Age is also in news. A research was carried out in the Western Ghat region to analyze the fluctuations of the rainfall that had occurred in the Little Ice Age. So, what is this Little Ice Age? This is the period where the ice was a little bit cold. So, this was observed around from the start of the 14th century to the mid of the 19th century, where the temperature was less. Then we have social bonds in news. So what is social bond? Social bond is a financial instrument issued by the government or international organization or any corporation to raise the funds for the project that has a good or a positive impact on the society. Say for example, I am doing a project related to education and also I need funds, so I issued a bond, so this will be called as social bond. So like the issues like health care, education, affordable housing, poverty alleviation, environment falls under this social bond. So the first social green bond means doing good for environment is also a social welfare now. So the first social green bond was actually launched by Pimpri Chinchwadi Municipal Corporation in Maharashtra and UNDP in 2022. Then we have now NABARD has raised the funds through first social impact bond. This green is the first social green bond, but the first social bond as a whole is now raised by NABARD actually. And we have to know the term greenium, like premium is there, na? So this is a greenium. Greenium refers to price benefits of the green bonds as the investor is willing to pay extra premium or to settle for a reduced return due to their contribution to the sustainable financing. Then government has notified to establish the National Turmeric Board in Telangana. So it will be under the Ministry of Commerce, obviously. So who is constituting this board? Of course, center will be doing it. So some basic things about turmeric. Who is the leading producer of turmeric? It is Maharashtra. What is Karnataka's rank? Karnataka rank is third. And in Karnataka also, which place produces maximum turmeric? It is, I think it is Chamarajnagar. Yeah, it is Chamarajnagar actually. Then we go to GI tags. So three important GI tags have been allocated to Arunachal Pradesh. One is the yak chupri. So this is the first ever yak milk that has got the GI tag. Then we have kamti rice. What this is, kamti rice is a kind of chewy sticky rice, which generally is used in sushi type of thing. Na? Then we have Tangsa textile. Though Tangsa textile is also the for the traditional tribes are using this textile, so that has also called the GI tag status. Then Navaratna status is also in news because two of the companies have newly got this Navaratna status, so raising the number to 16. So the 15th company is IRCON, that is IRCON International Limited and RITS Limited. So to remember this IRCON, it is a little bit difficult, so remember it as iconic rights. IRCON rights, we can somehow remember like that. So they are under the Ministry of the Railways, and it is generally given by the Ministry of Finance. Then we have Chakra 2. So what is this? CBI has launched Chakra 2 mission. So if they have launched Chakra 2, there has to be Chakra 1. Na? So let us first read about Chakra 1. So Chakra 1, CBI in coordination with Interpol, FBI in the year 2022 has launched Chakra 1 initiative to fight against the cyber crime, especially that are dealing with the financial crimes. So Chakra 2 will be also doing the same, but one thing that is new here is they have partnered with the new companies such as Microsoft and Amazon, which they will help them in combating the cybercrime, especially of the nature of financial crime and that are transnational crimes. Then we have Global Hunger Index. First one, who released this? It is by the German NGO Wealth Hunger Health, Health Life and Irish NGO Concern Worldwide. So what is India's rank? It is 111. Is has it improved or declined? Actually declined. It has declined from 107 to 111, indicating a category of serious hunger. So what are the parameters they consider? So three parameters are for children only and plus undernourishment. So child stunting, child wasting, child mortality, and plus undernourishment. So basically four are there here. And C-295, what is this? This is an Airbus aircraft that mainly carries the troops and all. Then we have LCA Tejas, which will be manufactured by HAL, and it is supersonic one. Then Iron Dome, we know who's Iron Dome. It is Iron Dome is basically by Israel. It is in news mainly because of the conflict. One thing we have to remember is it has a range of around 100 kilometer, and it is designed by Rafael, which is a French company, and its success rate is 100, not 100%, but 90%. Earlier they used to say it is 100%, but now as the world has seen it, it has also failed in some instances. So they now know has reduced success rate to 90%. Then we have Chetak and the Cheetah helicopters in the Indian Air Force. They are going to in Indian Army will be replaced by new ones in 2027. They will be replaced by light utility helicopters. So basic things about Cheetah and Chetak, they were actually French made. They were basically French, but they were manufactured by HAL. Then we have Project Udbava. Defense Ministry has launched this Project Udbava. So this is a collaboration between the Army and the United Services Institution of India, which is a think tank. So what they are basically doing is they want to use the indigenous knowledge of India that is associated with the warfare system into the modern warfare. So basically, like we have Arthashastra, Chanakya Niti, Mahabharata, and Ramayana Yuddhas are there. Now we have studied, we know about Kutaniti and all. So they want to use the ancient knowledge in the modern warfare. So how to integrate this one? So it is a think tank is formed under Project Udbava. Then we have awards like Ramanujan Prize. Who has got this? This award is given in the field of mathematics and annually. So this year it has been given to Ruixi Zhang of the University of California, Berkeley. So Ramanujan, Ruixi. So both have R common. So you can easily identify this in the answer. Then we have Nobel Prize. So Nobel Prize has been given. So here what we have to basically know is just we have to remember the names. Names are difficult, so we have to just identify some specific characters like it should be easy for us to identify in the exam. So take for example here Nobel Prize for Medicine. Nobel Prize for Medicine, the code will be Caitlin draws mRNA. So who have got this? This has been given to Caitlin and Drew Wiesman. And for what topic? mRNA vaccines in COVID-19. So Caitlin draws mRNA. So Caitlin is the person who has got that, and draws is Drew Wiesman, and mRNA is the topic on which they have got the Nobel Prize. Then Nobel Prize in Physics. Nobel Prize in Physics. The code is Anna Frank Lighted Perry. So Anna Frank, I think you might have known there was a unit or the sub or chapter related to Anna Frank in 10th. So she was a girl from I think Germany, Jew, who was assassinated during the World War II and all. So Anna Frank lighted Perry. So Perry, Frank Caros, and Anna. So these three lighted because the theme is pulsed light, pulse light. So pulsation of the light is the topic on which they have worked on. So Anna Frank Perry lighted, you can remember like that also. Then we have Nobel Prize in Economics. So Nobel Prize in Economics is given to Claudia Goldin for her work in the women labor market and outcomes. So gold is related to wealth is related to economy. So Claudia Goldwyn, something like that. Then we have Nobel Prize in Chemistry. So Nobel Prize is in chemistry is given to the topic of quantum dots. So here the code is MAL, MAL MAL. That is Maungi, Lewis, and Alexia. They have got the Nobel Prize for chemistry. Then Nobel Prize in literature. It is given to a Norwegian author called John Fosse. And Nobel Prize of Peace. It is given for an Iranian activist Nargiz Mohammadi for her relentless fight against the oppression of women in Iran. And then we have Saraswati Samman Award. So this has been given to Shiva Shankari, a Tamil writer, for his book Memorias of Suryavamsham. So this is basically given by the KK Birla Foundation from 1991, and the first winner is Harivamsh Rai Bachchan, who is the father of Amitabh Bachchan. And some additional information about this from Karnataka. Two people have won this award. One is SL Bhairappa in the year 2010 for his Mandara, and in 2024 Veerappa Moily for Ramayana Mahavesham. Then we have International Day of Non-Violence. When it is, of course, it will be 2nd October. So who had proposed this one? Did India propose this? No, it was actually proposed by an Iranian Nobel laureate Shirin Ebadi in the year 2004. But when they realized that, they said, okay, we will continue this. So the Minister of External Affairs Anand Sharma that time passed a resolution in the General Assembly and got this date as the International Day of Non-Violence. From it is celebrated from 2007. So when is World Animal Day? October 4. Just that much is enough. World Mental Day. Yeah, here this is a little bit important. It is celebrated on October 10th annually to mark the World Mental Health Day. So what is the theme this year? The theme is mental health is a universal right. So some mental health initiative we should know, that is we have enacted the Mental Health Act of 2017. We have a Kiran helpline to get support to the person with the mental illness. Manodarpana for students and their mental health issue. Telemanas is a tele mental health services across the India. Means we can call and we can take the medical help. Then now we will have sports news. We will continue this in the next video today only. Thank you.